Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Thank you very much for being with me today in the 24-hour chat on the new service that we're updating continuously. And I also apologize for not being able to be with you this morning. There were lots of reasons, and I'll cover those things now for you. It's been a very difficult day today, but hopefully I'll be able to explain it all to you. Tushar Patel.
Tushar Patel has become a member.
Thank you very much, Tushar. Welcome to our family. Thank you very much indeed. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Mike, hey everyone. Good evening, Martin. Mike Koza. It begins. Hello, Trey K. How you doing? All right. So I'll give it a couple of moments for everyone to come on in. It might surprise a few people because the times are all different. But we will. I'll explain what went on this morning and why it's been a bit difficult today. Also, I have a few members that need some support when it comes to referrals. Sorry, not referrals. I mean reviews. So I will talk to you guys about that in a bit. So there we go. Anyway, let's get ready to go. Okay, have we got everybody in yet? I'll just give it a few minutes. Mark, good evening, Mark. OS Jew, hello, please talk for LXEH. Raman, Trek. There was somebody who was upset not for getting a review earlier in the show today on the main channel, in the main channel waiting. In this morning's show. I wanted to have the chance to speak to him and find out what I can do to put that right. But I've not. I don't see him in the chat yet. If he does come on in, hopefully we can discuss that anyway. All right. Without further ado, we're going to start. So, how many have we got watching right now? How many we got watching? Oh, we got a decent crowd with me. Excellent. So let me explain what happened this morning. So first of all, this morning, as you know, I do take seriously punctuality and going live and always being consistent. Unfortunately, this morning, as you know, I'm building out the 24-hour stream. I had a major issue there this morning. It's getting better, as you can see now. Those of you that were in there a few moments ago, it's getting a lot better. I've no idea still why I'm getting like a black mask over my face. I haven't quite worked that out yet. I don't quite know why it's doing that. But anyway, we had an audio sound issue. And it was worse this morning, so I literally couldn't go live with it like that. So I had to fix that. When I'd fixed that, or at least was improving on it, then I had another issue, and the issue then was YouTube have updated their systems where you're getting this really annoying screensaver, and I can't turn it off. There's nowhere to turn it off. So if you were in the 24-hour stream in the extra channel, what you'd have seen now is I've got my own screensaver that I use before the main show starts. I just couldn't do anything to get rid of it. So that posed a real problem because I couldn't see my screens, and it was a nightmare. So there was that. And lastly, I had a couple of other things to talk about. First of all, Fisker, I'll come on to that in a second. All of this happened on the day that Fisker appear to be delisted. And we're going to come on to that in a minute because I use the words carefully, appear to be delisted, because many people are saying they have been delisted. It's all done. It's all finished. The business is over. And that is not technically correct. They're in the process of being delisted. And there's a big difference between being delisted in the process of and having been delisted. They are still trying, they're still fighting for their company. And again, I want to stress, I'm not in the stock. I don't benefit from it going up or going down, other than I want you guys to do well, obviously. And it all came on the same day. So obviously I feel bad that I wasn't able to be live on the day that this happened. But also on a personal note as well, I had a real scare this morning and actually thought I'd lost my pension. As you know, I've just cashed it out, and I thought I'd lost my pension. So I had a lot to deal with today, and it was very difficult. But hopefully now we're back and all the rest of it. So anyway, let's start the show. So that's what happened this morning. Technical issue on top of technical issue. The day of Fisker, I see a lot of people stressed. So I was really frustrated that I couldn't be live with you all. And also I thought I'd lost my pension as well, which really stressed me out because I thought I'd lost literally a lot of money from my pension. So anyway, that said, we're back. The 24-hour stream, the extra channel is now working much better. I've now fixed the screen issue, and it looks like my pension is fine as well. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got a review straight away. As you can see, I got Pfizer on the screen. Let me read the comments. So it begins. Trey K. Good evening, Martin. Mike Koza. Hi, everyone. Luna is exploding. Anyone see this right now? Raman. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hello. Please talk to LXEREH. OS Jew. We have to focus on the members right now. I'll try to do that if I can, but I have to focus on the members. Hello, Mike Koza. Mark Macau. Good afternoon. Good evening to you. Martyn Lucas, did something happen with Luna? What is going on? I've not had a chance to look at it yet. Don't do any reviews until they start calling you banana head. Yeah, absolutely. You're probably right, Vaz. That would be the way to go. Vaz, you're bad. What's up, man? KC, how are you? Fisker, Warrior Coat, Arnold Gold, Big, I'm not sure what that really means. Won't read that out. I'm glad I got an average price from Fisker to $7, one step closer to getting without losing. How, Warrior Coat? Well, a lot of people were trading down, getting their money out before it happened. And we're going to cover Fisker in a minute, so I don't want to say too much about that. Killing my vibe with this FSR talk. Oh, thank God, set it straight, Martin. Yes, indeed. Rolls Royce to $6 before the end of the month. That would be good. What you lost? What you old? You too old for that, Martyn Lucas? I'm too old for what? Want my pension? I'm too old. Too old for what? I don't know what you mean. This is not financial advice, but the only way to win with Fisker is to buy more and bring your average price down. Okay, says Warrior Coat. Good, Vincent Vosberg. My thoughts are with everyone involved in the Baltimore bridge collapsing. Absolutely. Thoughts for those people today. You on a bridge 1 minute, next minute you're in the water. Very, very sad story. Have you seen Rum or DJT? Not, I haven't at the moment. Courtney Smith, going to the moon. Robinhood don't allow me to buy Fisker. Welcome back, oh wise one, John Granfor. And thank you, John, for all the emails. I do get them. I think I've replied to a couple, but I don't get a chance to reply to everything straight away. I get a lot of messages. No point, Fisker. It's just a big letdown, and don't buy more. That's why I'm at 500 loss and not a $75 loss. Okay, right. Let's talk about Fisker just for a moment. We need to clarify a few things, and then we'll come on to Pfizer. I've got a review here. It's for Wadey. I don't know if Wadey is in. Glad you're back. Thank you, Sensei. I just explained it all. Sorry, you just joined me. But anyway, glad you're okay. Yeah, you got your average down. Anyway, let's talk about it just for a moment. Let's bring it up. FSR. As you can see, you can't share it on the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave my main account on the screen. Let's do the 1 year. All right, let's have a look at this for the moment. So let's do this first of all. FSR, so 30 minutes. Okay. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Let's talk Fisker for a moment. Maybe for the last time. Who knows? Ticker symbol FSR. Let's just bring everything together and take a moment to think about where we are. As you can see, I'm not sharing Fisker on the screen because I use Robinhood, and Robinhood aren't showing it. What does that mean? And what does it not mean? A lot of people are making assumptions, making decisions based on speculation, based on half-truths, based on a few headlines. As you know on this channel, it's not what we do. We're not trying to sell videos, not trying to get subscribers. We're trying to build a family based upon trust, honesty, and integrity. So let's sum up where we are and what's happened and what happens now. Because it's important, because we have thousands of people who watch this channel just for Fisker. We built a family around that company. We cover many stocks, over 100, but recently we've built an audience around Fisker. So let's be absolutely clear. Why are we here in the first place? What happened? How did I even get into Fisker? First of all, full disclosure, as you know, as I've declared countless times, I don't own any stock. I only own the S&P. I'm all in on the S&P. This is all of my money. 74,614. Another green day, looking good. Yes, as you can see, my portfolio is up, doing well. I'm only in the S&P, and of course I can share that with you on the screen. If I share with you here, you can see it says 99.97 actually, because I've just won a couple of Apple $5 gifts, so that's why it's not 100%. But if I go to my Roth IRA, you'll also see that account is also all in on S&P, 100%. Right, so there you go. Now, some of you have commented, well, how can you talk about Fisker or any stock when you don't even own it? Well, easy. Think of me as essentially a newsreader, a news reporter. I'm here to bring the facts. I'm here to bring a community together. I'm here to support, listen, entertain, find out the facts with our researchers all around the world, members in 58 countries, and bring everything together, a pool of information which we can dissect and we can find out about individual companies. But it's important for me not to own the stocks, not because I like them or don't like them. It's because that way I'm not seen as pumping and dumping stocks. I don't do that. I don't try and sell videos. I don't try and get you to subscribe. I mean, I ask you to, but it's not about that for me. I don't have training programs. In fact, our training programs are free. We don't charge for that with Ed Nevius. Everything is about building a community. and so on. So the reason why I don't own any particular stock is not because I don't believe in it or I think it's rubbish or I think it's great, is I just want to be completely impartial because I'm aiming to be in TV media and interview CEOs, and we made a decision a few months ago just to own the S&P, and it was the right thing to do. Since then, I've had several interviews with CEOs and many more lined up in the future. It was the right thing to do. Was it the right thing for me to do? As in making more money? Well, honestly, it's a lot less stressful. I'm now focusing on the show as opposed to trading. But do I make as much money? Well, if I get it right, then I'd make a lot more money trading individual stocks. But if I get it wrong, of course, then I can lose more money. So that's kind of obvious. But that's why I am in and not in the stock. I want to be absolutely clear, because some people feel it's a bit like, why are you talking about it if you're not in it? It's no difference than watching the news and the newsreader is talking about a news incident but isn't actually in the war or in the disaster that's happening. He's just giving you the facts. That's my job. My job is to entertain, give you the facts, bring everything together, provide a community, and so on, not to pump and dump stocks and all the rest of it. So that's the first thing. Why Fisker? How did we get to Fisker? We got to Fisker like all the other stocks we've covered over the last 3 years, because people asked for it. There's absolutely no sense to me whatsoever in sitting here talking about a stock that no one cares about. People wanted to talk about Virgin Galactic for the last couple of years and still do, but right now it's not doing very much. We built the show around Virgin Galactic, and then we ended up with other things, Rocket Lab, and we've Tilray, and we've had all kinds of different stocks at certain periods of time has been the sort of the flagship. Over the last few weeks, it's all been about FSR and Fisker because it's been in the news and everyone's been interested in it, and I've been covering it. Obviously, my job is to speak to an audience, not speak to nobody. So if you want to talk about Fisker and everybody else does too, then we'll talk about Fisker. So that's why and how I got here. Now, where are we now? Was it right for you to buy the stock? Was it right for you to sell the stock? I don't know what you've done. All I've done is provide the information. My heart and generally goes out to anyone who's lost money. My friends, my family watch it every day, have lost money. No doubt about it. I know what that feels like because before I went all in on the S&P for the first 2.5 years, I was all in on every other stock. I mean, I had like a 100 stock portfolio, lost about 30 grand on Virgin Galactic, lost about 4 or 5 grand, I think, on Virgin Orbit. I know what it feels like to lose money. So my heart goes out to all of those that have lost money. However, we need to bring all this back into order and see where we are today, because many of you didn't lose money with this show, this family. There were, and there may still be, opportunities to trade the stock. And remember, I'm not advising you to be in any stock. I'm just bringing you the information that you've asked for. There's always opportunity to trade the stock. Many people made money on this show live in Virgin Orbit as it was being completely shut down, as it was being shut down completely, Chapter 11. We witnessed that and watched that, and then one day it was all done. Now, at the moment, Fisker is delisted from Robinhood, but let's be absolutely clear. The company has not shut its doors. It is not all over. Lots of people are reporting, because it gets them views and it sells newspapers, that it's all over, done and dusted. Now, as we've always said, and again, I'm not trying to promote the stock. I don't get sponsored by anyone to do it, whatever. Just bringing all the facts to the table. It hasn't been delisted yet. It's just not available on certain brokerages. I know some of you today have traded it and have made money. A few days ago, when it was popping up and down, there was opportunity to take profits, more than you could make in the S&P in a year, by the way. So you're not wrong for trying. It's like buying a lottery ticket. Just because I only own the S&P, is it wrong that anyone trades? No. It's the right thing to do in proportion. If you understand trading, it's the right thing to do to have a lottery ticket. As long as you don't have a million lottery tickets and maybe you have just one a week, that's okay. So there's always opportunity to trade a dying stock, even if it is dying. However, we need to be clear. People are reporting it's all done, it's all finished. It's not actually. Fisker have still got their plans for the end of April for that meeting. Now, it may or may not happen. I don't know. I'm not trying to suggest it is going to happen. I'm simply saying it's not been cancelled yet. All right, and exchanges have moved towards delisting Fisker. They haven't delisted it yet. It's just not available on some brokerages. Now, that's not good. Obviously, that's not good. People are saying it's inevitable it's going to go bankrupt. It probably will. It probably will, but remember the famous incident with Bed Bath & Beyond, which was bankrupt, done and dusted, and was still trading, and there was still action going on Robinhood. We witnessed people buying and selling and trying to get out of the stock all the way up till the end. So, need to be clear, this is not financial advice, and I'm not suggesting anyone, if you get a chance, jump in, trade it, and do whatever. But the fact of the matter is, we are here to bring the news, not headlines, to get you to, react or subscribe or whatever it is that somebody might want you to do. Fact of the matter is, it hasn't been completed yet. Is it likely to? Is it likely to go bankrupt? Well, of course, it's not looking good. Anyone today who's saying Fisker's looking good isn't looking at the facts, but we need to be clear what it is and what it isn't. So that's where we are today. Now, right now, it's not on Robinhood. That's why I'm not showing it. Normally, it's on the screen over here, and I'm showing it. I can't. It doesn't exist on Robinhood. And if I can't show it on Robinhood, I'm not going to go somewhere else because I like to present consistently the same way. It's just the way I do things. So there we are. That's where we are today. Fisker is currently not on Robinhood. We don't know what's going to happen. We believe that there will be a vote on, I think it's the 28th of April. And obviously, if there was a vote and that did happen and we still were able to, then obviously people would vote to have it reverse split to get it above the requirement of the SEC, and then it would start to trade again. But of course, that meeting may not happen. It might not happen. So what do you do now? Finalizing this video, what do you do if you're in the stock? Well, if you have bought it through a brokerage that doesn't allow you to trade it, there isn't much you can do. Unfortunately, right now, you can't do anything. You're looking at a blank screen as I am, if I'd bought it on Robinhood. There is nothing I can do. Nothing you can do about that. We knew the stock was in trouble weeks ago. We've been reporting on it, saying that it's likely to go bankrupt, but we don't know. It's not been good for Fisker for months, many months. However, there's been opportunity to make money, and many of you thought I'm going to stick with it. That was your choice, of course, but it's been extremely risky, like any penny stock, let's be quite frank, for a long time. So what do? If you are using a brokerage where it's not showing, nothing. There's nothing you can do. You have to just wait and hope it will come back up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Your money has gone. That's the nature of it. And hopefully you've didn't go all in on one stock, and hopefully you've looked at Fisker like a lottery ticket, like it should be, and you've still got plenty of money either in cash or the S&P or whatever. You've got some balance. A diverse portfolio is essential. Hopefully you've got that. But if you haven't and you're all in right now, there's nothing you can do. Now then, assume then it does come back up on your brokerage. What do you do then? Do you sell it straight away? Do you try and trade it? Well, it's true to say, and many people will say this, if a stock is all the way down to 8 cents, 9 cents, whatever it might be, and you can. It is possible to trade out of the stock suddenly by, 100% or 200% more at the new lower price in the hope to trade out. Yes, you can dollar cost average down. And I did that several times on Virgin Orbit, and I got some of my money out before it went pop. And then I got all of my money out. None of it was left in Virgin Orbit, but the value had gone down. But I did rescue some money. So yes, that is possible. That is possible. However, should you do it? Well, it depends on you. It depends on how you are with risk. If you buy more and it goes bust, which is extremely likely to do so, you'll lose even more money. But there's a lot of people who would jump in and try to trade that. But bearing in mind, you are competing with everybody else because nobody else thinks it's suddenly going to stay in and do well and pop up. So no one's buying it as an investment. Everyone's trading to get out. So you're in the same boat as everybody else. So there's a full summary of how we got here, my position, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. It's entirely up to you, but nobody knows what's going to happen next. Nobody knows. I would imagine right now, Henrik Fisker is trying to get support and funding and all the rest of it. But let's be absolutely clear. Henrik Fisker and the company, this is a limited company. They are protected. Corporations like this are limited from the owner. It doesn't really hurt Henrik Fisker. He's got egg on his face, but he's been bankrupt before. Not him personally, but his businesses have gone bankrupt before. It's not going to hurt him. So you, as a retail investor, may have put all your money in it and you feel a lot of pain. You are really losing money. Whereas those that run corporations, LLCs, I'm an LLC. Martyn Lucas LLC is a corporation. If you are a corporation and you are protected, then if your business goes bankrupt, no one's coming around taking your personal assets away. They take away the company assets. So you as an individual retail investor might really be hurting today, and this may be very unpleasant for you. But it's not going to be as unpleasant for Henrik Fisker. He's still going to walk away. He's still got his house and his cars and whatever. Now, if he's attached some of those assets to the business, fine, they could be in trouble. But generally speaking, people who run corporations know that you don't link your private assets with your business, and you're okay. Now, that doesn't mean to say he's not going to be feeling upset about it, but he's not going to be losing all his money like you are if you are a retail investor and you've got no protection. So just understand that. I think that really covers it all. As I'm intending on putting this out as a video, I will just read out some of the comments. Courtney Smith says, you get your average down. There you go. That is what one person do. That's what Courtney's thinking. I have 10 grand down. I am $10,000 down. There you go. Then you're just going to lose all your money with a better average down. Again, there you go. Different ways of looking at it. What else have we got? Average down on a sinking ship doesn't get you out with money. You still have lost everything prior. That's a fool's game. There you go. That is another way of explaining it. I don't agree, though, however, because I've done it and got out and made money from it. But remember, it's Russian roulette. Not everyone's going to win doing that. There we go. FSR trading back again on trading 212. For about 3 cents plus or minus 5 or 6%. There you go. It's back on trading 212 and money is being made 5 or 6%. And it is a race to the bottom. So bear that in mind. Never buying another penny stock ever again. And I'm getting out of Nikola very soon, maybe even today. Courtney Smith. Okay. That's fair enough. Let's have a look. Any more comments at all? Try FSRN, new ticker, says JJ. Should I just try that for a second? FSRN. No, that's not coming up for me. Okay. Thank you very much indeed, though, for it's good, worth trying. Hey, I'm watching. How are you, Mr. B Canal? I'm very well, thank you. Martin, we lose you again. I might have to start getting my news from Boosh. Martin, we lose you again. I might have to start getting my news from Boosh. We lose you again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. JJ, you are right. FSRN over the counter. Okay, let's scroll down. Have we got any more comments here that need mentioning? FSR is dead. Short super micro. FSRN equals dead. Didn't mean to put the question mark, Courtney, no problem at all. Fisker down 75%. There was a 60% swing, however, today. There you go. There's exactly what I was saying today. If you were able to trade that, a 60% swing. Now, that may have been enough for you today to get out. Now is FSRN. Let me just try that again. FSRN. No, I'm not seeing it on Robinhood, just to be clear. Let's have a look. We got to Fisker because Vaz super chatted a review and asked for earnings covered. That's it, exactly. It was art. I'm glad someone's remembered that. Would the best case scenarios that they get bought out? Just because they're bought out, if they go private, the investors don't necessarily get any money. So just bear that in mind. Yes, OTC market, but that's just because it has been below 1 for a while. Some funny comments coming in as well. Courtney Smith still made me cry. Yes, I know what it feels like. I felt it. I've been through this myself before several times. Would the best case scenario be bought out? Not necessarily. If it goes private, like Lucid will, you won't get any money that way either. So just bear that in mind. The big money gets taken care of before you. So don't think you'll get your money out. Let's have a look. How liquid is FSR now? I've got no information at all to share with you. It's trading on over the counter, not on the NASDAQ, hence delisted from NASDAQ. They may try to get back on, but doubt it does. Exactly. They are trying to get back on, and that's what I've explained in this video. Fear and Loathing is looking forward to Joby, Archer, and Virgin Galactic. Let's move off this subject, FSR. There's an entire market happening while we are spinning our wheels on FSR. It's very true. There's always money to be made, but we are, here for our viewers who are concerned, and I think that's important to remember that. I still have my shares in Robinhood, says Jay Long. Robinhood is on FSR, so FSRN, Jay said earlier. Robinhood is on FSR, as I'm not sure what that means. So the fact that they missed 10,000 delivery date isn't a good look for them either. No, of course not. There's a good penny stock too. Not sure what that means. Your shares can show up to a year after being delisted, but worth zip. Has happened before with Sears, and eventually they disappear. There you go. That's another bit of information for you. FSKN. FSKN apparently is the ticker. FSKN. No, that's not on Robinhood either. FSKN is the symbol now. FSKN. No, that isn't showing up for me either. Thank you for trying. Are you worried your channel's becoming a meme stop circus? Not at all. Not at all. I am not worried about that at all. I'm here to build a community and support people. I am in the S&P 500 only, as I've explained, and I cover many, many stocks. The thing is, because I'm live up to 10 hours a day, every day, then you think if you're with me for a couple of weeks, I'm all about one stock. I'm really not. I've been here for nearly 3 years, and I've covered hundreds of stocks. I've done reviews now on over 110 stocks. So to say I'm just in the penny stock circus, it simply isn't true. Anyway, let me scroll down. Any more questions? Cut your losses, says Loud Work, early and use what's left for something better. I did that with 99% of it, said Kevin B. Can someone help me understand what ETFs are and are they good or bad? Stacey Bailey, I will cover that for you at the end of this video. I'm trying to get through and do a FSR video. Not a closing video, just a video nevertheless. FSRN. Okay, let's try that. FSRN on Robinhood. FSRN on Robinhood, looking at it right now. Well, I am looking at it right now as well, and that's not showing up for me. FSRN. Nope. That is not showing up. FSRN. Well, that's very strange. I am not seeing that on Robinhood. And just so we can be absolutely clear, look, I will zoom in to me typing it in. Look at this. This is me on Robinhood. FSRN, right at the top of the screen. Look, FSRN, as you've typed it in, and there is nothing there on Robinhood at all. No, not at all. Okay, there you go. So I wanted to clear up this video now and just end with this final thought. So there we go. Well, we just, spoke to the community here on the channel about Fisker. I hope that you're okay today. I care more about people than my own money, quite honestly. I've been concerned all day. I've been worried about not being able to be on air. So leave me your thoughts and comments below. Unfortunately, I can only reply to all the members, not because I don't want to hear from the non-members. I just can't physically reply to every comment. It's just not possible. I spend hours a day already doing it, and I can't respond to everybody. So if you do comment to me and you are a member, you will get a reply back. Those that aren't members, and if you do comment, I do read them briefly. I just don't get a chance to reply personally to everyone. I hope everyone's okay. I hope you've made your decisions. I hope this video has been of some use to you, so you have some plan, some strategy, some clarity. At the end of the day, you've got to learn from this. The fact is, I've said this over and over again, and I'll say it again at my closing thoughts. 80% of the penny stocks that are around today will not be around in a few years. Statistically, that's just the way it goes. So if you think that you've picked the winning one, remember, you've got an 80% against you that you've got it right from day one. It's a very risky business. However, if it pays off, you can do much, much better. You can do what you can do on the S&P in a year, in a minute on a penny stock. So does that mean you should have some? Yes, it does. But you need to manage it correctly, have a balanced portfolio, just like buying a lottery ticket. Don't go all in on one stock and think it's the greatest thing in the world, because the chances are you're going to lose. Just statistically, the chances are. But then there's always somebody that wins the lottery, right? Person that won the lottery didn't think it was a bad idea buying 100 tickets, right? Anyway, until next time, click above my head for all the links down below in the description. We do now have, hopefully today, this will be 24-hour stream. It's improving all the time. I'm adding to it all the time. If you want someone to talk to, if you want a family to listen to you and talk to you, this is me now live behind the scenes. This is hopefully going to run 24 hours a day, and you can always have someone to talk to. There'll be a few glitches along the way, I'm sure, but I'm building out the system and making it better all the time. So there we go. Until next time, click above my head, down below in the description, over here and over here. This was the day that Fisker potentially shut its doors, but it's not over yet. There's more to come. What will be next for Fisker? Until then, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. Somebody asked the question, what is an ETF? Would you come back to me and I'll explain that. I still have my shares. It's because he can't buy it. It's because you can't buy it. We can only sell it. Oh, is that what it is? I can't buy it, but you can sell it. That might be what it is. Yan, maybe it's because, do you already own it? Martyn, as many indices are close to their all-time highs, what are the next trends to follow? Thanks. That's a good one. I actually don't think it's AI. I think it's lithium refining. But that's a short answer. Sold my shares, bought DJT, feeling great today. Dustin Turner. Martyn has no share to sell, so he can't find it. That might be the reason then. How can we greet other people through your show? How can we greet other people through your show? What do you mean? How can you greet them? Just say hello, I think. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Good evening, Craig. What happened to the stream this morning, Martyn? It's noon. For those of you that have just tuned in, I did explain it at the beginning, but I said I would explain it quickly again later, so I'm going to explain it now. Just in 1 minute, for those that joined late. As you know, I like to go live every day at the same time, consistency, discipline, so you all know what's going on. Unfortunately, this morning, I had some major issues, tech issues, related to, first of all, the 24-hour stream. I had a major sound issue, and hopefully it's improved. I don't think it's perfect, but it's moving in the right direction. The other thing is there was a major update with YouTube, and my screens weren't working properly. But also I had a personal issue this morning, and I thought that my pension had disappeared. I thought I'd lost my pension. So I've been on the phone sorting that out, and it appears it's all okay. But for a moment, I thought that my pension had disappeared. And for those of you who've never been through this, I will explain this to you. As you all know, many years ago, I went bankrupt. I declared myself bankrupt. It happened once in my life. Once is enough, you learn. I've never understood why people go bankrupt more than once, but I declared myself bankrupt many years ago, about 20 years ago, and I had a pension. And as you know, it's a very small pension, only paid into it for a few years, and I told you that I'd cashed out on it. As at 55, I technically retired. I was able to cash out. It's only £6,000, like $7,000. It's nothing to make you rich or anything. However, because I literally only paid into it for about 2 years, from like 18 to 20. And I went to cash it out, and I've gone through all the process, and I didn't receive it. And I called up the people, and there was an issue. Now, back in 2008, many years ago, I was declared bankrupt. I declared myself bankrupt. No one declared me bankrupt. I did it myself. And when you go bankrupt, all your assets are taken from you to pay off your debts. Makes sense, right? However, the pension cannot be touched unless it's cashed out during that period. Well, it's cashed out now, and once you go bankrupt, this is how it works. You are a bankrupt. That's what you're called. You're called a bankrupt for 1 year. After 1 year, you now have 5 more years that it's on your record. After 6 years, it's not on your record anymore. So it's not like being a criminal and you always have a criminal record forever. If you're a bankrupt, you are restricted for 1 year, and for another 5 years, you are less restricted, but for 5 years, it's on your record. After the extra 5 years, 6 years in total, it's gone. So if I'd cashed out my pension in that 6-year period, they would have taken it away to pay off the debts, right? However, this was like 20, 30 years ago. But because of that, it was on the record, and the company was notified by the receivership, and they have to go to the receivers. The receivers then come back to the pension people and say there's no commitment, there's no lien against this anymore. It was a long time ago, but they have to formally go through that process. So because of that, we thought my pension had been swallowed up. I thought I'd lost it. And I'm not in a position to lose £6,000. But anyway, I thought I'd lost it. As it happens, not formally accepted yet, but it appears that the receiving company, the receivers are going to say to the pension people, it's outside of the bankruptcy, so you can release the money and then I'll get paid. They've not formally said that, but that's what I understand, having read all the information. So I was a bit worried today, so that was stressing me out, and because of that was another reason why I couldn't go live. Anyway, I'm live now, and I'm going to be live right the way through until the early evening, because I'm doing a Pfizer review right now. Then we've got the Velo 3D earnings on our next broadcast on this channel, and then we've got Robinhood special event tonight, the gold event. We all want to see that. So I'm going to be with you throughout the day and all the rest of it. So that's where we are right now. And I'm glad that Wadey has turned up, because I'm about to do your review. Are you putting the 6,000 into the S&P? What I'm doing is, because it's a British pension in pounds, you don't want to send it to the UK and convert it. It's going straight into my bank. I've got my UK Robinhood, and I'm going to buy the S&P with the $6,000, and then just take off a few $100 every now and again to pay my bills in the UK. I still have some small bills that need money, being taken off. So rather than have £6,000 in the bank earning nothing, zero, it's going to be in the S&P earning about 12% a year, and then I'm just going to be taking off what I need to run the bills, rather than send it from here in the US to the UK. However, the downside to that is Robinhood at the moment you can't buy the S&P. You can't buy the S&P at the moment. I'm sure that will come, but at the moment you can't buy the S&P. I also would want to put it in an ISA on Robinhood if that comes out. I think that's what we're going to learn about tonight, rather than the main brokerage. That way I won't pay tax on the 6,000. I will get a match once Robinhood release that information. And then I will, same thing, I'll just take off a little bit to pay the bills. So that's what I'll be doing. Anyway, that explains everything today. I hope that makes sense. And that's what's coming up. So let me share with you on the screen. I might need to refresh the screen a little bit. There we go. So on the homepage, scroll down, upcoming live streams. There you go. There is the Velo 3D earnings. We're going to cover that. And there is the Robinhood gold event straight afterwards. And then we are back in the morning. I haven't posted the morning show yet. But there we go. And in fact, while I'm talking to you, I'll do that now just quickly. Then I've got to do this review. So let me post tomorrow's show. It won't take me more than a couple of seconds. Wednesday. There we go. Wednesday, 7:30 in the morning. Because if I don't have it now, there's nothing for the show to go to afterwards. I don't like that. So there we go. 1, 2. Yeah, there you go. Create that. So now we're going to do a review for Wadey. Now, is the person in that was asking about their reviews, who was upset with me? There was somebody in this morning in the chat who was upset that I hadn't done their review, and they've waited for a while. So I wanted to address that. So if you are the person that was in this morning talking about you've not had your review, and I understand you're upset, would you give me the opportunity to explain a little bit about it? And hopefully you'll understand. If not, that's fine. But I would like the opportunity to talk to you. I don't know if you're in the chat. I know that you decided not to be a member anymore and you wasn't happy with me, but I hope that you can give me the chance to explain. Okay, let me refresh this now. You should see the opening and closing bells on Wednesday, tomorrow. Here we go. Let's refresh it. They should be there now. There you go. Opening and closing bell. And then we have Meet the CEO, Paul Worley. Another reason why I only own the S&P for these events. Okay, there you go. Now then, that's set that up. That's all done. Now then, let me see. Did I get that person come in? Evening, Martyn Lucas Army, Vitaltus. How are you? How's it going, Mike? That's very nice of you. Please, any comment on Nicola? Thank you. William, just give me a second. I will try and come back to you. You have a member and his mother has a birthday. For example, you have a member and his mother has a birthday. Would you say some nice words? Mr. Hang on a minute. Are you one of my members? I can't see. Just scrolling back. No, you're not one of my members. You're not one of my members, so I have to focus on the members, but you thankfully still have got the rights. I just can't get away from you. Glad on the good report. MRB Canal. I'm afraid you're not one of my members. A lot of tears today. Hope you all survived. Let me just come back to here. Are you putting? I answered that one. VLD. Yeah, we're covering it tonight. Yes, VLD. Boom. Let's have a quick look at it. Let me duplicate this. Let me just do this a minute. VLD. Velo 3D. It's up 7% today. We are covering it tonight. We are ranking for it also on YouTube. I had to go. I'm back. What happened about Fisker? Warrior Coat. There'll be a video coming out shortly. I explained it in the first part of this video. I think it was Tristan. That was it. I wanted to talk to him if he's here. I am near the orbit of Venus and my friends FSR because we have been delisted from Earth. Haven't got to Fisker. Probably ought to be members only and referral only for membership. Only and referral only. Okay. I don't think that person is in. So let me just answer it like this then. Okay, so FSR, we did that. And it's now, what's the time? Let me check the time. $52. Okay, here we go. 52. Okay. So let me answer this. This will be a members only video. So to all my members, as this is a special members only video. Everyone is seeing me make this during a live event, but this will be seen primarily by our members. So I want to speak to you directly and also thank you for being a member and supporting the show. This morning I noticed there was someone in my stream who was very upset that he hadn't had his review done. And because of this, he decided to cancel being a member and said, I'm done with it. And all the rest of it. And I wanted to address it. Unfortunately, he's not here, so I wanted to explain what it is and what it isn't. People become members of this show primarily to support the channel because I decided to build a community going live all day rather than just have an easy life making videos, because videos are what makes the creator money. Going live all day is a completely different thing. It's a life commitment to real people, not about making money. So people people go and become members primarily to support the live show. That's why I've got 98% of my live viewers are members, because they like the community and think it's worth a couple of bucks a month. And I'm glad they do, because without them, I wouldn't be here. So thanks to all of you. Because of that, I give back many, many perks. I try to give back 20 times what you put in. That's always been my policy: undersell and over-deliver. And I'm sorry if I don't always get it right, but I always do my best to do that. One of the perks is that I will do a review for you. Now, it's not even one of the actual official reviews. There's only like 5 reviews you can write in the perks list, even though there are many. All right. So it's not actually anything. You're not paying for it, or it's not actually part of the official perk. It's me just giving it to you because I'm just trying to be nice, right? It's not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, and you're not paying me $4 to make you a hour-long video and everything else. I'm doing it because it's one of many, many things that I give back to you. Now, unfortunately, we grew and grew and grew, and the list got longer and longer and longer because everyone kept asking for reviews. Well, it's impossible to make hundreds of reviews a day. Even if I had an army of people, it wouldn't be possible. But I'm only on my own, and people don't want to hear reviews all day, every day. They want everything else in the show. So I can't do as many of the reviews that you're giving me. Because of this, and it wasn't my choice, because of this, some of you started to super chat because you said, if I give him a super chat, he'll probably do it straight away. So people started to super chat, and I said, okay, if you super chat me, you jump to the top of the list. You don't disqualify the ones that can't afford to tip me, but you can jump up the list. That seems fair. If someone wants to give you $5, $10, I've even had $50 to do a review, then that's great. And of course, they jump to the top and I do their review. Okay. Now, I don't do the same amount of reviews I was doing before. I actually do even more. I've worked over the weekend. I've gone late into the evening. I've gone live early to cover extra reviews. So it's not like I'm doing the same. I'm actually doing more reviews because obviously you want more reviews than I was doing before. So that's what I did. Now, people love the reviews, and we've done over 110 now. And because of that, everyone started super chatting. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people started super chatting because they wanted their reviews done straight away. So after a while, it was obvious I wasn't getting back onto the free list. I kept doing the paid reviews, if you like, the super chatted reviews. So then what I said was, because I didn't want anyone on the list being there forever, I said, I'm not taking any more free reviews now because I don't want anybody waiting in an indefinite period. I've even said on several occasions that I'm not taking any super chatted reviews either until I can get them all done. And I've done this several times. Sensei's gone live for me and done extra shows so I could do the reviews. You know, that event we had the other day. So I can catch up with the reviews. So I'm doing my absolute best. There's nothing more I can do. And I'm sorry that you feel, if you feel that you've waited so long for a review. There really isn't anything I can do. People want the reviews. They feel it's a value to them. They want a super chat to encourage me to do it sooner. What else can I do? So I do it. But I do say, and I have said, please don't give me any more. I won't take any more. And I've never taken anyone's super chat for a review I've not delivered within a few days. Most times on the same day. I've currently got 4 outstanding, and I was going to do them all today. Unfortunately, I had some technical issues, and you've heard about everything else. So I can't do any more, and I'm committed to you, to providing you the best service. But I'm sorry that you felt, if this one person felt that their membership wasn't worth the couple of bucks. It isn't just about the reviews. The reviews are one of many, many perks. And in fact, the reviews aren't even any of the official perks. They're just something I throw in on top of everything else because I know that's what you want. In addition, to everything else. So you've never paid for it. You didn't get taken advantage of, and so on. And there's nothing else I can do. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. There has been people that have super chatted me for a review. They're not even a member. They never were a member, and they think they can get a review. And I've said, please, it's members only perks. So I do understand my audience. I am there for everyone. I know you are real people, not just numbers and subscribers. I genuinely care, but I don't know of a better way to do it. So we're just going to continue the way we're doing it. I don't see any point in just deleting the free list. I could just delete it and go, look, let's start again. I'm going to keep it, and if I don't have any super chatted ones, then I will work on the free list. But honestly, I don't think we'll ever get to that, because people feel it's worth a few bucks. I mean, let's be honest. If you're going to invest, why would you not spend a couple of bucks having a review done? So, I think most people feel it's worth a couple of bucks. So I may never get to it. But remember, even if you are on the free list and you feel that you've waited, I have actually tried to contact, and I do it on most shows, those of you that actually have had a review, because it was the same as somebody who has actually done me a super chat. So I want you to know that I have actually tried. In fact, we've got people every day who I mention. You've all heard the names: Michelle, Tokash Charles, John, Matt Gilveray, Bill Oberkirsch, and others. I mention these names every day, and these are reviews that were super chatted and were on the free list as well, but they've not been here. So there's nothing else I can do, really. The review's out there, it's promoted on all my socials. I'm just trying to also talk to you directly in the show. So if anyone knows anything else I can do to improve the service, let me know. I'm happy to do it. But I'm sorry that somebody felt it wasn't right for them. And if you're of the mindset, why am I bothered? One person, I don't know how many people like the service or dislike the service. Nobody doing what I do does. I know we're growing and we're doubling every month, so thousands of you do love it, but I don't know how many people don't love it. It's impossible for me to ever know that. If I keep growing on YouTube and doubling every month, how do I know that there could be thousands who don't like what I do? There's just tens of thousands who love it. There's no way I can. So let me know if you're not happy. I will do my best to always improve and provide the best service. But that's really an answer to the question. I hope that makes sense. So I will do all the best I can for all of my members. Okay? All right. Click above the head, down below the description, and over here. This is a members only video, so only members will get to see this. I hope that makes sense. All right. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. There we go. Members video. Now then, let me just read these quickly. Virgin Galactic 140. Let's have a quick look. Nicola pushing to 83. I was following Martyn for about 5 months, but happy to become a member in the end. For a review, FSR review, but I love the show and want to support the channel, community, us. Thank you, Vaz. I appreciate it. No regrets. Thank you very much indeed. We've actually got over about 300 members now, and 98% of my live viewers are members. So, I guess, most people like it. VLD, 25 cents. FSR is moving. I can't see it, of course, but those of you that own it can. Wow, Nicola, what goes on? Nicola, yup, make your own money, people. PK don't hate. Just reading the chart. Martyn, how many members are you on here? Yeah, I think just over 300. Martyn is a kind-hearted man. Thank you. I do my best. Made 5% of Nicola, just 1,000 more times. There you go. How is the situation on Earth? I miss Earth. Radiant smile. Martyn is at 20.4. Do you want to have a little look at where we are? Lisa Wang. Lisa Wang. Look, we are at 20,479. Yeah, amazing. We were only 4 days ago at 20,000. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah, it's about 1,000 a week now, and I've not been here all day, so there we go. We've missed out a lot today, but what can I do? Yes, that's my subscribe. Oh, if that was my members, if I had 20,000 members, oh my gosh, I would be very, very happy. Oh, it didn't read it out. Sam didn't do a comment. Thank you, Sam, for that super chat. That's very kind of you. It didn't read it out. Next time, put a little comment. It reads it out. But anyway, there you go. Hi, guy. This is MSK on his work laptop. Hello, mate. How are you? Trey K. Oh, right. Yeah. God, if I had 20,000 members. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if I had 20,000 members? That'd be about $40,000 a month I'd be earning on memberships. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Put 2 shares too high. Green Gang. Hiya, Mike. How you doing? Hi, everyone. Stephen. Thinking short interest on Nicola. Afternoon, all. Afternoon. Ed Nevius, good afternoon. I'm behind on the stream. I hope you've now realized Fisker, in fact, delisted from NASDAQ. I'm not trading on the OTC now under the new ticker. Jane, we've just been explaining the whole of that. Hello, Trey K. Now, I guess there needs to be a separate number we can see showing how many members. Well, there isn't one. There isn't anywhere to show that. I don't think there's anywhere to show that. I wonder if there's a widget you could add. Anyway, just 16% on Nicola interest. I'm curious the intrinsic value. FSR moved down to 28.2 cents. Thank you, Sam, for the super chat. While I have not enough time to follow all your content, I appreciate your effort as a hardcore YouTube consumer. I believe your channel is underrated. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Are you taking super chats for reviews yet? Hang on. If I've got 4 or less, then yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. If anybody wants to book a review for a super chat, I am. Because I've only got 4 here and I'm doing 1 right now. Why is the FSR heart being hit? It's going bankrupt, but today it's been slaughter. Is it jamming? It is jamming. It is jamming. Rest in peace, space. Virgin Galactic, 140. Do we get a reminder about finishing membership? Do we get a reminder about finishing membership? Membership renews every month if you've turned on the renewal. But you can see in the chat if you've not got a badge. I bought more. My average is now 7. Raman is buying more Fisker. Nicola approaches 84. Shame about the Fisker fail. Maybe they can stick to the design rather than trying to run a company. The best YouTube live TV channel in the world. Thank you, Mike. Raman, what brokerage? Trading 212. FSRN taking its last breath. I don't know. I understand what you think. Continue to purchase more of the depreciating stock would be a good idea, but I'm also very new to this and don't understand much. Okay, Treke, let me explain it. I'm not in any way suggesting that you should buy a stock that is 99% chance of going bust. That's not what I'm saying. But in basic terms, if you bought the stock here Let's say you paid $1. You bought it here. And then and today it's like 5 cents. Or let's say it's 10 cents. Let's try and simplify it. It's $1. Now it's 10 cents. It's 90% down. If you buy 9 times as many shares as here at this price, right, you can dramatically lower your average, if that makes sense. Let's say you bought at $1 and now you're buying at 10 cents. It's 90% less. So your average was $1. Now your average will become 50 cents, 40 cents, 30 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents. Your average will come dramatically down because you can buy a lot more for here. Now, don't confuse that the stock you have up here has suddenly got rescued or saved. The price you paid for this stock is still the price you paid for this stock. And you understand that when you start selling your shares. If you do lot selling, in other words, you select the share you want to sell, because you can go in and say, right, I want to sell these shares I bought at this price. They are still at that price. They didn't suddenly get cheaper. When people talk about dollar cost averaging, it gets overused on YouTube, and it sort of sounds like you've rescued your stock, you've saved all this money, and now everything's great. No, it's not. Racing to the bottom is not a good idea. Absolutely not. Racing to the bottom is not a good idea. However, let me be absolutely clear what this means. If you buy at a much, much, much lower price, your average is lower. So, in other words, if the stock goes up...
VAR Energy Norway review, please, Martin. Folded hands.
You're very welcome. Absolutely. Thank you very much. If you buy at a much reduced price and then the stock pops up 10% and you sell, you've made a profit, so you've reduced your losses from what you had up here. But remember, and this is really important, the default setting for selling is called the FOMO rule. Sorry, not the FOMO rule, the FIFO rule. First in, first out. So if you bought in at $1 and today you bought in at 10 cents and now you sell today, you're selling from this stockpile first before you get to this stockpile. So you're selling this share for a loss. Now, if you've got lot selling on your brokerage, not every brokerage has, you can say, I want to sell these shares or these shares. Now, maybe you want to post a loss because you've done your calculations and you want to reduce your tax, but you need to know the whole ins and out of that before you suddenly start doing that. You need to know exactly what your tax situation is. And I've done a whole video about that. You want to go and check that out. It was called How to Sell Fisker. I did it last week explaining how to get out of the stock. I made a whole video preempting that this could happen and telling you how to get out of the stock. But assuming that you don't want to sell for a loss, you want to sell for a profit, then you want to sell these shares. However, if you are just getting out of the whole position, you sell all the shares, but just be aware that these shares will lose money and these shares will make money. So your overall collective profit or loss is what it is. You just need to know that. You need to know that. Maybe you write your trades down. Maybe you got a spreadsheet. Maybe your brokerage does a lot sale, so you can choose the shares. But if you're on Robinhood, and I've done this. When I first started trading, I thought, oh, I'm making money. Brilliant. I was selling for losses the entire time. On the other hand, I didn't get to pay any tax for the last few years. So there's that way of looking at it. But I didn't realize. I thought I was actually doing better than I was, and I wasn't. So you need to be aware of that. So just because the stock is down, it doesn't mean to say you should buy it. You shouldn't just chase a stock to the bottom. But you can get out of the trade and eliminate your losses by doing that if it goes in your favor. And I know, because I did that for Virgin Orbit. Virgin Orbit, I was down money. It went down. I bought. It popped up. and I took some profit. I didn't take as much as I should. I was hoping it would get fixed, like many here today are hoping that Fisker will fix it. But I did manage to get out. I did manage to get some money out. And if I'd actually been a bit more smart about it and taken profits rather than hoping it was going to fix itself, I actually could have got all my money out of it by doing that. So that's why people buy on the dip, dollar cost average, but you need to understand the whole thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people like when BitBoy was talking about it, and we know how crazy he is, and George, Cryptos Are Us, and others like that, they like to go for headlines, and they like to say, Carl the Moon does it. There's a few people that like to sell their headlines and get you all excited by dollar cost averaging like it's a magic bullet, a magic pill. And it isn't. It's a calculated trade that can go either way. And it's not, well, just buy the dip and you can't lose. You can lose even more money, just so you're all aware. All right. I hope that explains it. We are red, unfortunately. Usually these going bankrupt stocks have big pops, Triquet, but you want to get it in and out fast. Very dodgy. There it is. There it is. That's why I would set limit orders. If I was going to buy a stock that's failing, I would put a 5% I'd look at the movement. What you can do is, like you can look at the movement here and you can see, look, what is it doing today? Measure these 5%, 5%, 5%. So I want to be inside the 5% because everybody else is trading at 5%. And if I hope for 5%, I might not get it. I don't want to be greedy. I just want to make some money and keep doing it over and over again. So I would probably do like 4% or 3%, but do 3% over and over again, and that adds up. So you buy at 3%, you buy it a bit lower. You buy 3% profit, buy it lower. 3% profit, buy it lower. And you keep doing that, 3%, 6%, 9%. You make some money, and ultimately you might get yourself out. But it requires a lot of strategy, skill, patience, discipline, understanding. If there is a small increase, I will sell everything at once. Then yeah, that's correct. That's right, Raman. That's absolutely correct. But remember, if you have bought this on your brokerage, not your IRA, you'll pay tax on the gains. But remember, you only pay tax on the gains. So if you make $1 profit, you still get 80 cents left, because if you pay 20% tax, because you got short capital gains tax to pay, because you bought it quickly, scalp trade, day trade, swing trade, anything less than a year is maximum amount. If you make 80% of the profit and you pay 20% tax, you still made 80% of the profit, right? Anyway. Luna is amazing. My average there is at 512, and now I'm just wow. I think Virgin has a future, so I'll bring my average down. I love to hear it. Tilray, strong. Triquet will go high. Strong buy. MSK also focus on other stocks, but I hate losing. If you're a trader, you've got to be able to. You've got to be prepared to lose. No trader, none, zero. No trader at all. I don't care who they are. Look at Gareth. What's his name? Gareth. He's a big crypto trader, and he's made some. He's regarded as one of the best. He can read the charts really well and understand it. And he's been wrong recently. He said Bitcoin was going to 15,000, as I did. It still might. Gareth Soloway. He's regarded as one of the best traders, right? And he's been wrong, really wrong. So these are the people with the best experience still get it wrong. So don't be arrogant and think, well, I'm better than everybody else, and just because they get it wrong, I'm bound to get it right. I mean, that's daft. If you think that you're better than everyone else, maybe that's not a good idea. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Buying more rap. That's right. Sticking to your plan. I'm going to say that as well. Absolutely right. I learned from mistakes. I've been trading for years. I traded with Barclays Bank for years, not just the last 3 years. It takes a long time to build up your understanding and your temperament and your discipline. The first 100,000 is the hardest to make. As you can see, I'm just coming up to 75,000. Because when you hit 100,000, it starts to compound. I mean, it's compounding at $1. It's compounding at 1 cent. You just can't see it. At 100,000, you start to see it. And every year, your 100,000 is now working for you, and you're adding to it, obviously. But the hardest thing is to start. And once you get money, you keep money. It's very easy to make money. The hard part is to keep it. But once you do it for a while, you learn, and hopefully you learn. Otherwise, what's the point? But it takes a while to get started. Sticking to your trading plan is the hardest. The hardest thing is the discipline. Not will the S&P 500 make money? Not will Amazon make money? That's easy. That's beyond your control anyway, right? The hard part is for you to stay in the game, stay applied, keep investing rather than spending. That's the hard part. I will make 6,000 elsewhere, easy doing what I can control, i.e. my craft. So I'm not, that's right. I.e. my craft. The biggest investment you make is yourself. We all have a business, a job. We invest in ourselves. We earn money so we can buy the market. For me, it's putting on this show, right? I focus on putting on a show and investing in myself. All the money goes back into the show, building up the best show. Then I can invest. I don't try to get rich from investing. I try to get rich from work, and then I invest my profit. Yes, Gareth Soloway, yeah. Nissan, Netflix. Please, any comment on the silver bullion? Thank you. I haven't got any comment. Sensei can. Right then, someone gave me a review. I've got to write it down. So it is. Where does that go? That's 9. Oh, hello. It's my next review as well. Look at that. VAR. Energy. I do need the ticker as well. MUFC Baddie. VAR Energy. I do need the ticker symbol as well, unless I can find it. VAR Energy. There you go. See? Can't see it. Okay. So it's not on Robinhood. Ah, there we go. I found it. Okay. It's only on the Norwegian market. VAR. There you go. Okay. I've found it. It's a Norwegian company. Okay. Thank you very much indeed. Sheer majors. Yes, I'm glad I've got it sorted out as well. Hard to keep it as my next tattoo, I swear. Easy to make. Yes, it is. But the tattoo will cost money. I have a machine. I'm going to tattoo myself. There you go. That's the way to save money. My broker has only allowed FSRN to be sold at its last updated price. Will the price be updated after I don't know. There's not enough information. Oh, hang on a minute. The S&P is going down, and I might be able to buy some more. Yes. The S&P is going down. I bought today at 478.92. It's gone down a bit. I've currently got 99.5. I'm using margin of $50. So I've got yeah, I can buy that's a quick calculate. Let me do a quick calculation. 478, that's 478. 478 times 2. 956. It's dropped a little bit. I bought this morning at 478.92. It's 477. So I can buy another one. I can buy another share, 478. So I think I'll do that. That's dropped. So I'm going to buy another share. So here we go. Let me do this now. So we'll do it at 478. So if we go into my account here, and we go into VOO here, and we trade, and we buy, and we do limit order. Always do limit order. 477.50. Always make sure it goes through if you really want to. Market hours, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Today, number of shares, 1. There you go. Order received. 477.29. There you go. I got it right on the button. So I've just bought another one. Okay. I'm using the money I'm about to get from it'll be paid tomorrow, about $400 tomorrow across all of my accounts for the S&P dividend, which will basically give me a free stock, a free share. So that's why I've just done that. And if I go back to here, my buying power is 527. So I'm still inside my margin amount. I'm not being charged any interest at all. And I've got another share. Okay. So there you go. As you can see, my buying power now is 99,068. Just bought another one. And that's all good. All right. Very, very good. Another $1. Was it $1.54? Hopefully next quarter, it'll be more like $1.80, $1.90. We did lose out this month, but never mind. There we go. Now, if I look now, I should have clarification of that order gone through. Yeah, your order to buy has gone through. Yeah. Very good. Martin waiting for 476. Doesn't really matter. Not bothered. Doesn't matter whether it's 476. I mean, you know, it can go down. It can go down $30. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's falling now though, but it really doesn't matter. How much have I got left in my margin used? There we go. Let's do $1,000 on my calculator. 1,000 minus 528. I've got 472, but I've got to keep $5 for what do you call it? For gold. But 472 is if it goes to 472, I can buy another one. I'm just going to consistently keep buying it. Anyway, fresh Krispy Kreme donuts are like a dream. Very good. And now also another reason why I bought that, in case you're wondering, why would I buy it today? Well, it's because if we look at Apple, Apple's a great company. It's down 12%. It's a big part of the S&P. Look, it's down 9% this year. And Apple's a big part of the S&P. And also Tesla is a big part of the S&P. And Tesla, I mean, that's up today. But if we look at it, if we look at it over the last 3 months, down 30%. Big part of the S&P, 28%. Look, see? So these are two really good companies that are going to come back. Tesla's going to come back. Apple's going to come back, but I don't need to risk it and own the individual stock. One, there's no dividend on Tesla. The dividend on Apple is insignificant, and they're both down at the moment where they have upside, definitely. So I'm able to buy the S&P, which will benefit from those on a dip today, using up to my $1,000 of margin, because everything has dipped today. So, you know, that's quite good. It's only up, it's up 0.5% this week. So, you know, earlier on in the week, it was up. I wait for it to pull back. And that's exactly what I've done. I've bought the dip now with a stock that's going to definitely go up in the future. And it's definitely going to give me a dividend. And I don't ever need to sell it. So that's why I've done that. Right. Okay. Now then, we've got a busy night tonight. We've got tomorrow now will be review day. Tomorrow will be all reviews tomorrow. I'm going to be catching up with all of these reviews tomorrow. Okay, so I was going to do Pfizer, but I had to explain everything today. Why I wasn't here and about everything else. So let me just put that there again. That'll be my first one in the morning. But yeah, I'm going to be doing all those reviews tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we have our CEO interview. Okay. Members reviews. Now then, 4 p.m., which is in an hour from now. So we're going to end this stream in a moment. and get ready for Velo 3D earnings. Velo 3D earnings. So the moment the bell goes, we're going to end the show and send you all to the 24-hour stream, getting ready for the Velo 3D earnings. I'm going to cover it live. Here it is. Okay? So the 24-hour stream is now improved. I've fixed a lot of the issues. It's getting better. This is the 24-hour stream. So join me here in a few moments. And that's where we're going to be. And then I will give you the link when I go live for the Velo 3D earnings. When I go live, I shall give you the link, and then you'll be able to come back with me into the Velo 3D earnings. So right at the end of this show, I will give you the link. I will send you right there, the Velo 3D earnings. So, okay, does that all make sense? Right, so let me set it up now. So this video will go directly to there. You can see this is where I change it. Redirect. So it'll take you to where I'm live right now. There you go. Okay. There you go. It will bring you there, and we'll be good. And then I'll drop in and give you the link to bring you back to the earnings. VLD. So let's see who's joining me. Where is the poll? There it is. There it is. Right. Are you joining me for the VLD earnings? Are you joining me for the VLD earnings? Yes or no? There's no undecided, is there, really? Yes or no? Are you joining me for the VLD earnings? Let's start the poll. You ready? Okay. The S&P is dropping. I like to buy it on the way down. Yep. 476 now. See, it doesn't worry me. It doesn't worry me that I just paid 477 and today I paid 478. It doesn't matter. It's a long-term investment. It doesn't matter. I've got the majority of my shares at mid 300s. It doesn't matter. Of course, it's better to buy it at the bottom, but no one knows what the bottom is. And Amazon and Apple and Tesla are down at the moment, and eventually they'll bounce back up again, and I'll be back to good. I'll be good again. So I'm not worried. This is perfectly normal. So if it keeps going down, if it drops like 3 or 4%, then I'll start buying 3 or 4 and 4 or 5, and just keep buying more and more on the way down. SPX needs a circuit halt. It does. It's overbought, but that doesn't mean to say I can't buy 1 or 2 on the way down. Gene Gideon here for knowledge. How are you, Gene? Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. 2 minutes to go. We're going to ring the bell. We're then going to end the show and send everybody to the 24-hour stream. And then I'm going to get ready for Velo 3D earnings. Okay. I shall be back with it very, very shortly. Everybody vote. Are you joining me for the VLD earnings? 22 votes so far, 73%. It's our first VLD earnings. And then the big moment. Robinhood Gold. So let me end the poll. 74%. We got a minute to go. Here's another poll. This is a big one. And this is right after it. Are you joining me after VLD for Robinhood Gold event? Yes or no? Are you joining me for that one? Oh, the stocks are dropping now. Hello, hello, hello. There you go. Are you joining me for that? That's the Robinhood Gold event. Are you joining me for that? With popcorn, I sold my hood to buy VLD, so it better pay off. Hopefully for you it will. Right, okay, here we go. Time for day trader of the day, and then we're going to end the show, and we're going to make sure that everyone is ready for the earnings. Okay, 10 seconds to go. It goes quiet. Three, two, one. The bell has now gone. We're now going to go into the day trader of the day. Let's find out who wins, who loses. Let's find out. Remember, you can sponsor the bell for $20. All right, here we go. I am down 0.23. Down 0.23%. Who wins day trader of the day? Look at that, it's coming straight back up again. Opportunity there. I'm not going to buy any more if we're trending down. We'll just buy it each time it dips down. Right, let's go. I'm down 0.23. Down 0.23. Virgin Galactic is up today. Palantir is up. Gold is up. S&P is down, trying to come back up again. Amazon, down. Good day to buy the S&P. Nextio Energy, down. Enphase, down 109. Coca-Cola, defensive, up. J&J, up. Kenvue, up. Chevron, up. Tesla, pulling back. Rivian, down. Tesla, McDonald's, flat. Google, up. Microsoft, down. Nvidia, down. Walmart, down. Tilray, up. Robinhood, up. IonQ, down. Rocket Lab, pushing back up now. Plug Power, 322, a lot of manipulation. Rumble, up today, 15%. Funware, down. FFIE, 9 cents a share now. Rio Tinto, they'll be next. Rio Tinto, Bitcoin, down 1.72. Matic, 2.91. Polygon, Ripple, down 2.69. And Velo 3D, after hours, is up. Okay, what's the scores on the doors? I am down very slightly. Vitaltis, you can't be up 40% on one stock. I'm assuming that's, sorry, your portfolio. I'm assuming that's your overall, that's your on one stock. 5.94. Members only, please, for the competition. Down 0.26, up 2.25. 5.49, up 40%. That can't be on one stock. I'm assuming that's over multiple stocks. One stock. Down 0.97. We got a super chat for a review. Down 2.3, up 0.27, up 1.54. Medium 3.58. Thank you very much. I'm going VLD. Triquet, you will with Luna and Tilray. Very much in agreement with SMDL, space 2.96. So the winner is, it looks like the winner is, for overall portfolio, 5.94. Congratulations, MUFC Baddie. Congratulations to you. Thank you for your honest trade. Give them a thumbs up. Absolutely awesome. Very, very good indeed. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Congratulations to all. Now then, I did have a review come in. No more reviews now, please. No more reviews now. This is $10. This goes right there on the list. That is Rallo1. CH... That name rings a bell. CHWY. Somebody might have had this on the free list, which is nice. I'll get that as well. CHWY. CHWY. What is it? Chewy. That sounds familiar. Have we done that already? Anyway, Rallo. Thank you for your super chat. That'll be done. Tomorrow is review day. Pet food. I'm sure I've done it. Chewy. Let me go and have a quick look. Sounds familiar. CHWY. No. I guess I've just looked at it or something, but no, I haven't done it. Okay, no worries. No worries at all. I thought I had, but I haven't. Okay. Let me clear the boards. Tomorrow we all get paid on our SMP tomorrow. Free money from the government. Free money from somebody. All right. Anyway. Right. Okay. Fantastic. The S&P is trying to push up again now. I just bought a couple more at the bottom. No, one more at the bottom there. Let's see what happens. Right. Okay. It's now time. Thank you very much, everyone that tapped the like button on the super chat. Very much appreciate that. That'll be another review. Review day tomorrow. Okay. So, folks, it's now time for Velo 3D. So we're going to go over now to the 24-hour stream. This system is getting better and better every day. Time for Velo 3. Soon it will be live 24 hours a day. I hope you'll enjoy that. So there you go. Look at this. Pretty cool, right? You can be part of this. You can see what's going on and keep in touch with everybody. It's live, and there it is. So we're going to go there right now. When I get ready for Velo 3D, I'll be back and I'll give everyone the link to come and join me in the Velo 3D earnings. So I'm going to give you the link for this now. All right, give everybody the link for it. Here we go. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it 3 times so you can see it stand out. All right, so there you go. Big evening tonight. I'm going to end the poll. We've got Robinhood special event and the VLD earnings. I'm really excited that Robinhood is going to say we're getting a gold credit card and we're going to be able to have 5% like Amazon. If that's the case, then Robinhood is now my full-time bank. It already is, but now I'm going to earn points for doing it and even more investments. I would love that to happen. Right, that's it from me. Let me wrap up the show, get out quick, so I've got to get set for VLD earnings. We'll be live in a few minutes' time. Go to the 24-hour stream, and then I'll give you the link to join me for the VLD earnings. There it is, followed by Robinhood Gold, and followed by the event, the opening and closing bell in the morning. All of that's coming up, all right? So join me over there now on the 24-hour. Make sure that you subscribe to that channel. It's the support of this channel. It's going to get better and better as time goes by. And anyway, I've fixed the audio issue 99%. It's still not perfect, but it's getting better and is going to continue improving every day. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. So I'll love you and leave you. See you back in just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, all it leaves me to say is thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you over there in a minute. And as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto, and most importantly, as always, take care of each other. See you right back for a great night of trading information. Bye-bye for now.